Most creators these days are struggling, not because they lack ideas, but because turning ideas into high quality videos, ads, and visuals takes a lot of money and also a lot of time. Too many tools to use and editing to do. And here is a bigger problem. Most AI platforms lock you into one model. If that model doesn't fit your style or your use case, you're stuck right in there. And this is the situation for most creators. This is where Higgsfield does something I haven't seen done properly anywhere else. Higgsfield is not just one AI model. It is a unified platform that actually brings together multiple leading generative AI models for both video and image creation, all in one place. Models like Sora, GPT, Nano Banana, Flux, Kling, Sedance, and a lot more, all available inside the same platform, which means a creator can actually take in all he wants. As a creator, you are not locked in. You can switch between models based on your preference. And the most interesting part is this flexibility is available across subscription plans, right? Without needing to juggle multiple tools or separate subscription. That alone changes the game, right? For creators and for business people. That's something that I think you should consider. Instead of chasing tools here and there, changing your accounts, opening multiple accounts and different AI platforms, you are working inside one creative environment that adapts to your use cases, right? That's not just convenient, it is efficient, affordable, and much more easier. That's why Higgsfield fits naturally into real creative workflows, right? Let me show you what this actually looks like in practice. So I'm going to quickly show you the interface of Higgsfield, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Here we are on the interface of Higgsfield, and you can see the URL right here, higgsfield.ai. So when you come to the interface like this, you're going to see a lot of things, as you can see right here, graphics and videos. So, but what you want to do is to come up here to the taskbar. You can see explore, image, video, edit, character. These are essentially the tools that you're going to make use of when you want to start working on your projects right here. We're not going to explore everything. We'll just take a look at them one after the other, right? And try to explore their use cases. Okay, so the first one right here is the explore. If I click on it, you're going to see a bunch of things here. You can see AI influencer, Higgsfield, and the studio. Essentially, this is talking about the ads on the platform. Okay, so that's for the first tab right here. If you go to the second tab right here, the image, and hover over it, you're going to see so many tools and the AI models. Actually, over here, you can see the features, create image. If, for example, I want to create an image right here, I'm going to click on this tab and it takes me to the interface where I will put in my prompt and generate image based on my preference, right? And here, I can also create a cinematic studio image, right? And a bunch of other things that I can do here. I can relight my image or my frame, in paint, image upscale, and other things right here. So these are the features that I can actually execute within the platform. To your right, you can see all the AI models that you can use to execute your task. Higgsfield, so this is their own models that you can actually use within the platform. And then you can see the second one, Popcorn, right? So you can see Nano Banana here, Nano Banana Pro, Sedance, Seed Dream 4.5, GPT, Flux, and the rest of them right here. Okay, so you can see all of them in the same place. I don't think you can get this anywhere else, right? Where you have all the major generative AI models in one place, such that you can choose at your discretion which one you want to use. And if you are using a particular one and it's not giving you the output you expect, you can actually switch to another one. So that is to generate image. And if you want to test it out, you can click on it to see how to actually generate. Click on it, then I click on create image. So it's going to open up this interface and you can see the image that I already generated right here. Let's suppose I want to generate another image. I'll just put my prompt right here and I can come over here to where you have this Nano Banana Pro. If I click on it, it's going to show me all the models that are available for me to pick from. You can see them right here. So I can pick any one of my choice. So my aspect ratio, I can click on this place and then it shows all the aspect ratios that are available. And then here, I can choose the quality. You can see 1K here. You can see 2K, 4K premium. I can come over here. What this one means is that I can choose how many instance of that image I want to generate at once, right? Over here, I can generate, the maximum is 4. So I can get 1/4, I can get 2/4, I can get 4/4, right? So this one draw here is if I already have an image uploaded into the interface and I want to edit it. This is when I will use this draw functionality right here. And then you can see over here, I click on generate, and you can see how many credits it's going to cost me if I were to generate an image right here. So that's for image generation. I was able to generate this image and I converted it into video. After generating the image, you can download. The third tab right here is video. It works essentially the same way as the image, right? So you still have the same model here. If you hover over each one of them, you're going to see the AI models that you can use to actually create your video. And just like I said, you can convert your image into video. So you can see the AI models that you can use right here. Quite a lot of them in the same place. So if you click on the video tab right here, I'm going to click on it. Okay, so it's going to show you this. This is just a sample of how your video is going to look like. So you can pick the frame that you want here. This is required, this is optional. And then once you go ahead and you type your prompt right here, then what you can also do is to upload your image, right? Maybe I already have a video in my laptop and I want to edit it, or I want to regenerate it. I can do it right here. And if it's an image, I can do it right here. For example, if I click on this one, I'm going to click on this icon right here. I just easily pick one and I click open, and then it's going to show right here, and then I can turn it to video with a simple prompt right here. And then down here you can see the AI models that I can use. Currently by default we have Kling 2.5, right? If I click on it, if I click on this place, you're going to see other models that you can use. All right, you can see Higgsfield, you can see OpenAI, Sora, Google VO1, Kling, and other ones right here. And something that you can get also from here, one of the reasons that I actually love Higgsfield is the fact that once you hover over any of these AI models, you are going to see available versions of that particular AI model. You can see for Higgsfield, for example, you can see Higgsfield Lite, Standard, and Turbo. If you come over to OpenAI Sora, you're going to see the same thing, right? Each one of them, every version of their model that they have is essentially going to show at your far right. So it makes it very organized in the same place. Down here, you can see the duration. So I have two options right here, 10 seconds and 5 seconds right here. So currently is on 5 seconds. The next thing is the resolution. If I click on it, you have 720p and we have 1080p, right? So you can pick from any of these two. This is fantastic, right? So that's for video generation. I'm going to show you, before we leave this interface, the image that I generated and I converted into video. Okay, let's go over to the next thing, which is the edit. Edit simply is to actually recreate maybe your image or your video. You want to edit it. This makes it complete, right? It makes it absolutely complete right here. You don't need to go elsewhere. If it is video you are creating, you have everything available here for you to create it, all the tools available. If it is an image, you know, you want to convert image to video, or you want to create video and give it all the necessary features, everything is right here. You don't need to export it and then import it into another editing software and start editing it from there. That's going to waste your time, right? And that's what I talked about earlier, that most creators are actually wasting time. But over here, you just do everything in the same place. If you click on this, it's going to take you to the interface where you can edit your video. And then in Paint, if you want to add more quality to your video or relight, AI Stylist, Upscale, Skin Enhancer, you want to enhance the skin, you want to make it more beautiful, lighter, or remove blemishes, we can do all of that right here. And these are the AI models, right, that you can use to achieve just that. If you move over to Cinema Video, you essentially have the same thing, where you can actually convert your video into a cinematic outlook, right? You can do that. You can see this one here, fire is oozing out of this man's head, right? This is absolutely cinematic, right? You can generate multiple of them. You upload your image here and then you give it a prompt, and if it is video, you're going to click on this tab right here and you upload your video. Put the prompt here on how you want the video to look, and over here you have how many copies you want to generate, and you can pick your aspect ratio right here and then the quality over here. And then here it's going to show you how much of your credit it will cost you right here. Okay, so that's for Cinema Studio. And if we move to motion control, you can control the motion, go over here and choose your quality, resolution, and then add motion to copy of your image or your video. So that's for motion control. And for AI influencer, over here you can upload your content. So this is currently having an issue, and that's why it's not that active as yet. Okay, so this tab right here, assist, is AI assistant, right? You can ask any question, right? Maybe you are facing any issue and you want assistance from the AI. You go ahead and ask the question here. Just type in your message here and click this to send, and AI is going to respond to you accordingly, right? So that's for assist. Then for apps, app is a standalone functionality of Higgsfield, right? It means that each one of these frames right here is an app on its own that functions independently. In other words, if you want to turn your video, for example, into another angle, you can use this angles app. Then you want to create several shots of an image, you can use this one. And of course, I know you are very conversant with transition. You want to create a transition in between two videos or two images, you can do it right here. You just need to start exploring them one after the other, right? I just wanted to show you that you have everything in this platform. You don't need to go anywhere else. You can start your creation here and finish your creation here and even upload it right from here, because everything you need is in this place. For example, this shot, I've tried out this shot. So what this shot does actually is to create several instances of a particular shot or a particular image. Maybe you have an image, for example, you want to create that image into many copies and I have several effects. You can actually use these shots to create it, right? Maybe you want to create your image that is looking sideways, that is looking left way, that is looking directly, or that is maybe looking up or something. You know, you can use these shots to actually develop that as many copies as possible. 9 unique shots from one image. You can check others right here. Okay, so the next one is the pricing, right? But before we go to the pricing, I want us to check the asset library. Asset library is a place, as it sounds, that contains all your generations, all your contents, right, in the same place. So you can see over here to your far left, you can see image, right? You can see video, limb sync, upscaled, right? So over here, if I click on this tab right here, it's like a folder that contains all my images, right? If I click on it, it's going to show all the images that are available. You can see this is an image. If you click on all, for example, it's going to show all your content, image and videos. But if you want to see them in their separate folders, you go into these folders right here. So if I click on image like I did earlier, it's going to show me only image. If I click on video, it's going to show me video. So the way I actually did this was, when I was trying it out to generate image, I first and foremost generated this image right here, and then I turned the image into video. I told it to create the image of a Nigerian man who is in his 30s and now working in the street of Lagos looking for jobs, right? And I gave it all the other features, all the other settings around that environment. I exported this image into video generation, and I gave it a prompt that it should make this man enter into a shop to buy gala, because the man is obviously hungry. So that's exactly what the man is doing. He's entering into a shop to buy gala. So let's move to the next thing. So that's for video. If you go to limb sync, the same thing. You can limb sync your audio or your video, right? Any image in your content to say a particular thing, and then it's going to say that, right? So another thing that you can do right here is that you can create folders. These two folders, I created them. And I can see these two are the default ones, but these two are the ones I created by myself, my videos, and these other one, my images. If I click on this, my videos, now it's going to show all my videos, and this one, you know, is going to show my images, just to ensure that everything is well organized in my asset library. The final thing is pricing. Okay, so if you go to the pricing right here, this is the pricing interface, and pick your plan right here, and you can see they have currently 2-year unlimited Nano Banana Pro for annual creator, right? So when you land in here, what you need to take into consideration is the tab, is the toggle button right here. Currently, we are on annual subscription. You're gonna have $9 per month for basic, and for pro $17.4, and for ultimate you're gonna have $24, and this one $37. The reason we have this is because there's 85% off currently ongoing. So if you come over here now to subscribe, you're gonna get a discount. But what you want to do is to toggle this to monthly to see what we have right there. Okay, so if I toggle it again, okay, so right now it's on monthly. See, for basic you have the same thing as $9 per month, right? And then over here for pro you have $29 per month, and for ultimate is $35 per month, and this is $89 per month. And then you can see the features, what you have for each one of these plans, right? 150 credits per month. This one is 600 credits per month 1,200 credits per month. Over here, we have 6,000 credits per month. So we didn't check the credits for annual. Let's go ahead. Let's toggle it back and see for annual. So you can see over here, it's still 150 credits per month for basic, and for pro, it is 6,600, 1,200 for ultimate, and then $37 for creator. So ensure to check this very well before you pick your suitable plan, okay? But I think this is absolutely pocket friendly. Instead of choosing all those other platforms where you have access to only one model, if you choose a particular model of those other platforms, the competitors, you're going to have only one model of that particular AI, and whatever you get is what you get. You cannot change it. You cannot switch between models, right? But over here, you can switch between models. You can see the info right here, 10 times more effective than others, all right? See all the AI models right here, quite a lot of them in the same place. And for every subscription you make, you have access to all the AI models. The only thing is that it depends on your credits, right? Because the more you use them, the more credits you consume. So it is better for you to have more credits so that you can have access and you can use as much as you want to use. Right. Okay, that's it. So if you're a creator, you can create visual for YouTube, Shorts, Reels, TikTok, Instagram, and so on. If you're a business owner, you can build ads, campaign videos, landing page visuals, and so on. If you're a marketer, you can test multiple creative very quickly, right, in the same place. And then you stick to the one that actually works for you best. The use cases are honestly limitless, right? As you can see, if you look at the workflow, it combines workflow with quality and, of course, creative intent. It is a platform that is designed for people who actually create, not just experimenting, right? If you are serious about content and ads, or maybe you are a campaign builder, I honestly recommend exploring Higgsfield. I've left a link in the description. Explore it for yourself, right? Don't just watch this video, try it and see how it fits into your workflow. I trust you found a lot of value in this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments and I'll be glad to read them. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.